Dang, bro. You really got clickbaited. Now, you and I both know that there is no such thing as a Bleach FighterZ out right now. If there was, all the YouTubers would be covering it. You be hype, I be hype, we be having a great time. But unfortunately, that's not the case. We currently live in a world where you can't play a Bleach fighting game popping Antuca tensions and bragging about dark-skinned waifus like Yoriichi. So what do we do in a world that doesn't have this release in the modern day? You flipping cope! So unless you've been living under a rock, you should know that Bleach is coming out with a new anime this October. And you know just as well as I how popular this show was back in its heyday. So this could leave the door open for some new Bleach games. Seeing the room for potential, I checked out Bleach's old gaming catalog to see what kind of games we could expect, if any, when the anime drops. And let's just say they've done fighting games in the past. So with that knowledge and with a little bit of digging, I found something that is truly special. And I hope whoever publishes the next Bleach game take notes, because I believe this game has already laid the groundwork for you to make a successful fighting game. And it could potentially be as successful as FighterZ. Now, if what I've said has piqued your interest, follow me as I rewind the clock back to 2007, an era before Miley Cyrus took over the world by twerking, and a time where we thought the world was going to end in 2012. So with that being said, let's go ahead and boot up our game and get into the Bleach fighting game that could potentially lay the groundwork for future titles and the game that most people overlooked. Please tell me as a viewer, you did not fall for this troll. I said 2007. So the Bleach Dark Souls I'm talking about ain't this, it's this. Now you're probably thinking, what the hell is this? And is that two screens? Yes. The game I spoke so highly about is a flipping Nintendo DS title. And don't underestimate it either, because this game has some good stuff going for it that we'll get into later. So without further ado, welcome to Bleach Dark Souls. The first thing I can tell you is that Bleach Dark Souls is a true fighting game, because this game is lacking in modes. All you got is story mode, training mode, and arcade mode. Now, I could harp on that, but let's just go ahead and get started. First off, this game's got some movement. This means every character can jump, double jump, and air dash. But what makes Dark Souls unique is its flash stepping. By spending one flash bar, you can flash step, canceling almost any attack you've done on hit or block, and you can cancel flash step into itself. Plus the bar comes back pretty fast, so this is something that you'll be doing constantly. That's probably why they added the guard button, so you wouldn't get crossed up by the cross-ups flash stepping provides. And of course, you know it's Bleach, so we got them EX moves, super attacks, and Bankai transformations. It looks like EX moves take away from your flash step bar, and super attacks take away from the white bar by your HP bar. But that's enough of this nerd crap. I'm just trying to do these super moves. How you pull them off? What's the input? Oh hell no! What? Down, half circle, back, down, up, and dragon punch motions. They expect you to pull this off on a Nintendo flipping DS? Oh, step! You can do the inputs backwards. Oh no!
Oh my god, he on every
No, that's ludicrous, bro. I can see why they added the specials on the bottom touchscreen so you can just do them for free, but it's still odd to take one hand off your controller to touch something on the screen and then go back to the controller. Bro, it's just weird. And it sucks too, because I wanted to show you guys at least a little bit of competitive competency on this game. But it looks like I won't be able to do it because the controls conflict with my DS. Come on, y'all. Don't tell me y'all fell for that. I put the same kind of sad joke in the intro. Anyway, for this video, I'm on a flipping emulator, try-hardened with an arcade stick, because I want to see the potential of this game. But the reason why I trolled you guys is because I wanted to bring home the fact that this is why nobody knows about the game, because the controls are too convoluted for a handheld. Oh, and before anybody asks, yeah, those cards on the bottom screen, they're trash. It's just like playing Smash Bros with the items on. It takes all the competitiveness out the game. Speaking of competition, I need to learn some combos and stuff like that, but the problem is I need a main. And this is a game where you gotta unlock characters by playing story mode, and I kinda wanna play as my girl Kukaku Shiba, the hot 2D waifu that gives me masculine vibes like biking. Well, I can't unlock her unless I get started in story mode, so let's just get to it. Despite its name, story mode doesn't have much of one. Dark Souls' story seems to be more of a filler arc that takes place after the Soul Society and before the Waco Munda arc. Therefore, there isn't much to say about it except there are a few cool character interactions here and there. Instead, the bulk of story mode is comprised of a grid-based system that you have to complete doing various challenges such as defeat an enemy, collect more items than your opponent, heal the people, Q&A sessions, and the list goes on. Now, your rewards for completing these challenges can range from getting money, unlocking stages, and of course, new characters. And speaking of unlocking characters, I gotta go through these unique challenges to unlock my ultimate White Queen waifu. So, play the montage. Who designed this?
You're too slow. You're too slow.
Shut up.
Bro.
You're too slow. You're too slow.
This is so stupid. Bro, I can't. Bro, Bro, I'm sick of this, bro. Oh my flipping god! Bro! I'm so... Bro! Bro, I'm done. I'm done.
You know what I'm saying? That's tough. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing. But
Needless to say, but my experience was cancer incarnate. I'm conflicted because part of me low-key appreciates it because I can at least say they tried in the single-player department, which is something you can't say about most fighting games nowadays. But hey, more importantly, I can now say that my simping efforts through hard work, determination, and legitimate effort have finally paid off, because I can now play as my ultimate White Queen waifu, Kukaku Shiba.
White queens, white queens. She looking so good, she'll be my wife. She got me second her illusion. So go, you'll be shutting anytime she.
Oh snap, I forgot she doesn't know how to fight. I gotta train with her so that way she don't get bodied online. Oh, let's just get to it. Well, the first thing you do when you got your character is grind combos, so let's start there. It seems the basic combo structure in Dark Souls is to do a 2 or 3 hit combo into a launcher, jumping in the air to continue it, with the final hit being a heavy air attack, knocking down the opponent as the finisher. This combo structure is pretty similar to Dragon Ball FighterZ, except there are no assists here to extend with. Instead, we have to use something that we already talked about, flash stepping. Remember when I said that flash stepping can be canceled on hit or block? Well, we can use that unique property to extend our combos to build meter, and despite how simple it looks, it's not easy to do. You can easily mistime it and attack too early or be too late, allowing the opponent to block in time due to the short hit stun. The key to get this link consistently is to know the starter you chose so you can feel for the timing of the flash step extension as opposed to looking for the visual cue. It's mandatory that some characters learn flash step extensions due to their bad buffer windows when they try to jump after their launchers. A good example of this is Kenpachi. He has a terrible jump buffer window, making it extremely difficult to combo after basic launchers. However, he has good long reach and normals that make it easier for him to do flash step extensions, and if you can utilize his EX moves correctly, you can do crazy combos like this. Flash stepping can also be used to extend pressure because this game has a lot of knockback on block. And it also allows some characters to go for some insane high-low mix like this. Yeah, dog, you ain't blocking that. Now that's all I wanted to say in regards of combat in order for you to follow along while watching the online play. So with that being said, it is now time to take my queen online. Now first thing is obvious. This game is dead as hell. There ain't no way I'm just gonna hop online and find somebody. I need friends in order to play this game so I can make this content, but I ain't got no friends. Maybe you can smash that like button so that way I can develop social skills to go outside real quick to gather some friends to play Bleach Dark Souls with me. That'd be great. So smash the like button. Thank you everyone that supported your boy, and I have come back with some people to play online with. So first is the homie Promiselock, and I got Antuca. I couldn't convince a fourth person to play a dead fighting game with me. Anyway, just know we were dealing with 5 to 7 frames of input delay, so expect random drops and noobness here and out. So this is the first match with Antuca. Keep in mind, he's kind of new to fighting games in general, and I've been playing this game longer than him. I think today is like his second day, and I'm on like my fourth by the time this is recorded. And I had already gotten used to the mechanics, you know, I had to learn them for the process of the video. So just know I kind of outclass him here, but there are cool things like right there. Now you're thinking like, oh, no, like cast, that's just a regular throw. Well, not in this game. You cannot throw the opponent while at running momentum. So in order to throw while running, you have to tap the guard button before you throw. Now some of y'all are like, oh man, that's too much work. I thought it was just a simple throw, and that's the thing about this game, is that they have a lot of things that look simple but are actually quite technical underneath. Like that combo that I dropped. It looks like I'm repeating the same thing over and over, but again, I had to grind the flash step time. And now I'm in the corner here, stuck by Ichigo. And you see, the thing with Antuca is that he doesn't have as strong combos as me. So obviously my damage output, like look at this. Bam, bop, bop. Like look at how much damage I'm doing in comparison to him. So even though he's hitting me sometimes, he's not able to follow through. And I don't blame him because it's quite difficult. You see, the average character in this game has about like 7 or 8 specials, and the specials conflict with each other. So you got a DP motion, and now you got a half circle motion. Now you got a down half circle motion. Now you got a back half circle motion. Now you got an up down motion and a down up motion. So this game is actually insane with its inputs. So a lot of times in this game it becomes technical because again it looks simple, but you have to tap the guard button before you do your special sometimes. That's how insane it gets. So let's move on to the next match. So the next match is with the homie Promiselock, who I've known for years, and he's the guy who made the White Queen song, by the way. So anyway, we're just playing right now. We've gone back and forth in this game a little bit, but I think this is one of our better matches where the lag wasn't affecting us too bad. So as you see, I'm in the corner, and I spent all my EX moves, so I can't flash step out. And so this is the perfect round for him to pressure, and I'm already in a combo. And that did pretty good damage, so as you can see, it's getting kind of serious. And I would say this matchup for Kukaku is okay, and though Byakuya does outrange her, but if I can get in, it'll be pretty straight. So as you can see there, his sword moves just outclass me, and I'm more likely to whiff, but I got something, and then I knock him down. So let's go. So now that I got the pressure, he rolled forward to get out, and that's one of Byakuya's specials, that he can instantly teleport to you and hit you from behind. So now we're just playing neutral, a little bit scared, and he does a Zenbon Zakura, that EX move. It hits full screen, so I'm forced to block it. So at worst, Byakuya gets chip damage, which you can die by in this game. And if you've noticed, there are no rounds or nothing like that, because as you can see, the matches are pretty long by themselves. But anyway, we're in a fireball war, and my objective here was just to keep him at bay and get him annoyed and slightly pissed off, so that way he can do something reckless so I can get a free punish. So let's see how many times we whip out that gat. Rope, so that's 1, or that's 2 right there. All right, that's one gat, 2 gat. All right, I'm blocking. Do I do a 3 gat? Nah, going for a flash step. So, oh, I missed a throw. Okay, I go for it. I got to throw anyway because didn't put backwards in. Oh my gosh, bro. We're terrible, bro. We're terrible. I wish for, you know, this game was designed so that way multiple characters can be on screen. That's why there's like, if you notice, there's no backstepping. There's always running forward and back. Oh, and I got a nice grab into an ultimate attack using all my bars. This game was designed to have multiple characters on screen. So that's probably why you can do the inputs backwards. I just wish for one-on-one mode they would take them on. But as you can see right now, I do have the life lead, but he does have the meter advantage. So if he builds enough, he could hit me with a Bankai, and I'm practically dead at that point. So I want to keep up the pressure and wrap it up real quick right now. I think I'm doing a successful job. He's in the corner. It's only a matter of time if I execute it right. Okay, he's keeping it back. Last stand, and he's dead. Aren't I amazing? Now, we did go back and forth, and we did play like team matches, brawls with Antuca, but I consider those matches to be pretty casual, and the video is getting kind of long already. And I think you guys have a solid understanding of the combat by now. So I want to ask the question that got us here in the first place. If we were to get a Bleach FighterZ, what are the things present in this game that I like to see in that future title? The first thing I want to see come back is the movement system in this game. I love everything about it. I love the double jump. I love the double air dash. You feel free on the ground and in the air. Now, one thing that might trick people up is that there is no backdashing in the game. You only run back. I would still prefer the run back because the movement system in Dark Souls allows for various casual gameplay modes that you just don't see in modern fighting games. And more importantly, it allows multiple characters to be on the screen at once, so you can play with your friends at the same time. I'm not saying that that mode will be balanced, but I'm saying that it will allow for some casual fun. Not every match in a fighting game has to be live or die. And of course, please keep the flash stepping. Just when you implement it in the new game, make sure that you can go off it visually instead of only memorizing timings. And if you're going to keep the same combo system, add assists to it. Assists plus flash stepping will lead to some anime cancer and people will love it. And of course, adjust frame data, adjust knockback, adjust all that and make it its own game and make it visually cool. That's all I ask because I think Bleach Dark Souls lays a pretty solid foundation, especially in the movement department. So if some important person sees this video, consider implementing these ideas, especially if you've already determined that a Bleach FighterZ will be profitable for you. And to my viewers who's watching this is probably one of the weirdest videos I've ever made a day in my life. And if you want to see a normie review, you can watch my old Melty Blood review. Hey, it's got no humor in it, but it's pretty informative. So with that being said, people, we are about to head out.